Okay, I think we're going. Dropped frames are less than 2%, so there's that anyway. Hello, good morning, everybody. Um, how many times can I say Anywho, say it again. This I've had some technology issues obviously this morning, so thank you for bearing with me. I am trying a new thing. I was For those of you who were in my Discord, or are in my Discord, you know that yesterday I was greatly struggling with YouTube because I was trying to put the VODs up now, and the YouTubes are very angry when it comes to music. And basically decided that because I play music in the background, and even though it has the credit and, like, you know, the song that's playing and who made the song and all that, and I talk over the music and all that kind of stuff, they decided that it shouldn't be viewable in literally my country. So anyway, whatever. I'm trying to record this differently now, so we'll see. Also, I'm playing kind of a different playlist. I'm playing Pikachu, I think, honestly. Um, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I'm figuring it out. We're getting there. I was like YouTube literally. It's just for the I just want to have a record of like my art streams. And I mean, I listen to playlists a lot on YouTube, yo. Anyway, whatever. It's most I mean, like, I don't agree with it. I understand it, but basically YouTube is only wants to host things that they can monetize. Not give you money, just that they can get money from. So if it's not up to their standards for that they get to sell your stuff, then they don't want it. Oh, hey, now why are you dropping frames? Yo, stop this. Okay, so oh, it's my internet is like struggling. Wild. Well, that's frustrating. Okay. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and transition over. I don't know if that's gonna make it better or worse. I can't just nervously watch the freaking internet upload rate the entire stream. Come on, self. Today's gonna be a struggle bus day. I think we just need to accept that. Okay. I really wish I had a better setup too, but that honestly is not going to happen until we move because the only cable outlet is like right next to the front. Not okay, it's not next to the front door. It's next to the front window in the living room. And so I could get a, I don't know, 50-foot long cable and like string it halfway across the house to get it to my computer. Or we're using Wi-Fi. So, but that's just because that's what the apartment is set up like. So, yeah. We would literally have to move if I wanted better internet. I'm honestly thinking about it literally just for stream. Swag came in and said, you should go with the 50-foot cable. And I'm like, yeah, it's starting to get annoying to me. So yeah. Also, hello, good morning. How are you, Swag? You've done some silly cable route. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, because there's only one junction and it's right under the front window, in part because like there's even an outside cable that they like retrofitted to bring internet into these apartment buildings in the first place. So it's like right by the window because that's literally the wall they drilled a hole through. Yay! Congrats on slow morning. Congrats on spending the day with friends. How are Navi and Fush? Are they still there? I don't know how long they were hanging out with you. Heck yeah. Well, even if they're not here, and they should be, but that's okay. No, it's okay. I'm not. They can sleep in. But yeah, that's very cool. Awesome. Just kind of picking up my art right now. Yeah, we have a dinner date, the husband and I planned with a friend of mine, to celebrate her imminent divorce, which is always like such a weird. I mean, I phrased it that way on purpose, but yeah, no, it's we are literally celebrating it. It's been a long time coming, so we've got that planned for the evening, and then I have oh my god, my weekend just like filled up so fast. We've got a recording session on Saturday along with another movie night, and yeah, I'm complaining about my schedule that I made for myself. All of these problems are directly related to decisions I made. It's fine. Get some like bottle labels here, I guess. Do like an interesting bottle shape. Gonna do a quick anxious check on what this dropped. Oh, okay, all right. Dropped frames looking a lot better now. Less than 10%. It was skyrocketing up to like 20, so glad that it's already working its way back to more of an even flow. I feel like these bottles look weird, but in part because the perspective is weird. And I'm really not sure how I want to change that. It could be better, but at the same time, it's such a small part of the page. So like I probably don't need more detail. Yeah, it's fine. I decided to draw an entire bar scene because of course I did. Let's go ahead and finish up the bar shelves. Oh, no! I did forget about that. I had said I wanted that and then I totally forgot about it. Dang it. Hmm. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of opportunity. You know what? What if I put Ryanad into s- spoilers for probably what the monkeys? Sorry, there's just a lot of noises happening outside. Um. Anyway, uh, spoilers for probably February stream, I guess, knowing the rate I'm going. So they leave the city, which is they're in the city now, and they go to another like a small town that's very classically like the adventurers town, you know, the Phandalin outside of Waterdeep, I think. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, um, and yeah, maybe I can put Ryanad there. Yeah, because I have this party right here, which is kind of the D&D party for my Sunday night group. And then I drew Tom Cardy as an elf for some reason. um I I've got this little group up here, which is kind of a mishmash of characters of random games of characters I've liked from random games in the past. And I honestly think this couple right here is probably Shane and Marguerite from the Paladin series by T. Kingfisher. Just for funsies. Oh, and then here's Norm as like a cow man. That makes the perspective look really weird. In fact, I'm suspicious of this line too. I don't want to do these bottles. Or these, I guess I was drawing glasses here, really. Why did my music stop? Hello? Okay. Look at about like he they have more tracks than just these four. Play more than just these four, please. There we go. What if we just jump straight into Okay, we're gonna see if that's better. Do you think Ryanad would work as a palace guard? Nah, because that means I would be putting her in like a uniform. Nah, I think Adventuring Town. And that way she can be like more of a recurring character. Because like it's going to I'm thinking. Yeah, in the entire first book, like in the first 400 pages, my characters do not return to this bar. So like okay, I could absolutely do that. I think I'm gonna need deets on Adele though. Listen, I'm always up for like my story focuses on like obviously my two characters, and then anytime like they have to interact with someone, I have already made, those NPCs. um but like background people, no idea. I'm all for suggestions on I need a person back here, or this, that, or the other, or whatever. So oops, that's the eraser. Okay, let's see. Let's try these cups again. Awesome. Well, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you when I see you. That's a very wobbly looking wine glass. In fact, the last two were kind of wobbly. Okay. These, I'm not sure what these are. I mean, they need to be something, but. Let's see here. Let's do this perspective line. Honestly, that's probably pretty good. Because I've got this, yeah. Oh, why is... Who did I not... Oh, that line is so uneven. Okay. Well, then I guess we're just fixing it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow this line. So I had another doctor's appointment yesterday. Everything's fine, just whatever normal stuff. Um, but it was one of those like we can't do this over the phone because we actively have to like look at things on your body, and I'm like, okay, great. So going to the doctor, and oh my god, there was this lady in the waiting room, and I like, I get that she was nervous, and I can occasionally get like this too, where if I get nervous, I get really talkative. But at the same time, I don't know. This woman really super wasn't getting the hint or even respecting my requests at all. Like, she was another patient. Like, this was not a nurse. This was another patient seeing another doctor that works in the same building as my doctor. Like, it was just sort of like, and she like, so it's just like a shared kind of like waiting area. Um and like I'm walking in, I'm in like a sweater and yoga pants, because I'm just like, eh. or leggings. But yeah, I mean they're basically the same thing. And she sees me and she's just like, oh, like those are really cute pants. And I'm like, okay, whatever, like, oh, thanks, and then she's like, where'd you get them? And I'm like, this is a relatively normal conversation. People, and I don't want to say like I dress well. I have a very particular style, and I wear things that I like and the colors that I like. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it just seems like I'm just wearing my clothes. Um, but I like, because I don't really get this, but other people have commented on the whole like, ooh, like you look so fit, you look like so like your stuff is like all together and all like whatever. They assume I'm way more into fashion than I really am, and really I just have one style that I stick with because I know it works for me and I just wear it all the time. Um, but yeah, people frequently kind of stop me and they're just like, "Oh my god, you look so cute and put together." And I'm like, "Thanks. I mechanically engineered it that way so I don't have to ever have to make an opinion or decide about the clothing that I wear." Um, anyway, so this woman, she stops me. She's like, "I really like pants." And I'm like, oh, thanks, and it's like, where'd you get them? And I told her the, store that I got them at, which is, it's Torrid. I get everything at Torrid. Because it's the one store that has, A, fits me, B, has a sizing that is very consistent. And so I can order their shit online knowing that it will fit immediately. Because it's like they have a very consistent sizing guide and I know exactly what my size is there. So anything they put out is fits those guidelines. And then she was like, "Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, do you like going out? You look like you like going out. You go shopping a lot. Like you're so fast." And I'm just like, no." And she was like, "Oh, you don't like going out?" And I was like, "I this is a slight fib. This is not true," but I told it to her anyway. I was like, "I've been recently diagnosed with agoraphobia. So no, I don't like going out." And she was like, "Oh, those shoes are adorable. Do they come in different colors? Where can I get shoes like that?" I'm like, ma'am, I want to sit down. Like she barely let me sit down in my seat. Like I was still standing through most of this conversation as I was trying to find I was trying to edge around her to find a seat like in the corner farthest away from her. And she kept talking until the nurse like came out and called her name. I'm like, "Ma'am." I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, let's just say that did not help my blood pressure because that was a very uncomfortable and awkward situation where I really just wanted her to not perceive me anymore. And like, I have not been diagnosed with agoraphobia. I have exhibited apparently worrisome agoraphobic tendencies, and that's a thing that like we're working on. But I'm like, yeah, my doctor was like, "Why is your blood pressure through the roof?" I'm like, "Well, one of the patients out there, she really liked my shoes and she wouldn't shut up about it." Which makes me sound like weird, I feel like. Be like, "Oh, this person was giving me compliments and my blood pressure went up." But like, it was the most awkward 7 minutes of my life. And it was that long. This wasn't a little, "Oh, hey, how's the weather? Yeah, okay, have a good day, bye" kind of conversation. This was a long eternity of 7 minutes of random questions of, do they have a sale? Do they have a sale on right now? What's your favorite thing? Do they come in different colors? What about boots? Do they have boots? Oh, do they sell socks? I'm like, I think they sell socks. I don't know. I don't wear socks, so I have no idea. I don't pay attention to these things. Anyway, I'm just making my blood pressure go up just thinking about it. I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I can see that you have a phone in your hand. You can literally Google these things." I think, okay, I still don't really know what I'm going to be drawing here, but I think they might be cans. Yeah, I don't know anymore. Why are there a bunch of cans lined up on this bartender's like bar shelf? No idea. I don't know. Use your imagination. Don't think they're beer cans because it's, you know, pseudo Victorian steampunky era, and I don't know when they had cans of beer. Don't think that was a thing yet. They're just magical cans of Red Bull. There we go. They're energy drinks. But by energy, it's not caffeine, it's mana. They're mana potions. I need to connect everything now. Okay. Okay, at least it looks filled in. I may not know what these guys are, but it at least like it's fine. Yeah. Okay. We have this tiny corner basically done. Um, let's go in and we will do this little couple here. It's been a second since I looked at Ryan at. I've got a cheat sheet for her somewhere here. Okay, yeah. Mostly I was just trying to remember what side her part was on. Gonna go in even further. Hmm. I think that needs to be changed just a little bit. Hi, Mr. Kitty. Hi, please, see you sneak in. Okay. He's like, there's stuff happening outside, mommy. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. You're being such a good little security cat. You know how muscles work. Come on. Yeah, I do think she's probably resting her arm on the arm of the couch here. Obviously, I need to give her bigger muscles, but that's approximately where the shapes are. And then above the elbow. Okay. Sure, they're like little teeny tiny shorts. I might keep that leg there, but I might move this leg slightly closer. Less of a man spreading kind of pose. There, she's like kind of cross, kind of not cross, just sort of resting in front of her. Lady is allowed to rest her legs. Oh my god, last night we were watching whatever Crunchyroll, and I don't even know if I can blame it on traffic, but like the people here when they drive, I don't know, like okay, there was several cars or trucks or whoever. I couldn't see who they were. And granted, yes, the my apartment is very close to a road, and it's like not it's busier than like a neighborhood road, but it's also like not a main thoroughfare street. But people are just I don't know. I think they forget that they're like this is absolutely the residential part of town, and like there's apartments and houses and like people who live here. And there was on two separate occasions somebody's music was so loud in their car passing by on the street that it shook like multiple windows in my apartment and was so loud we had to pause the show because it literally was drowning out all like it was drowning out the TV. And the worst thing is that like we couldn't hear the music. It was just the bass. And so I was like, "Oh no. This is honestly probably they probably have their windows rolled up in their vehicle, but they're just their sound system is so loud and the bass is so loud because it was like the vibration of it that was like it our windows were rattling so much I honestly thought they were gonna crack. And this happened twice. And I'm just like, this is not a new experience. I'm just frustrated by it because it happened twice last night. And like it was loud enough that it made my the back of my molars hurt. Like it was like that kind of like low frequency. Someday, someday I'm gonna find like a cabin in the woods in the middle of freaking nowhere, and then that's where I'm gonna become the Baba Yaga. I'm gonna find a little hut, you know, in the woods somewhere. Just become an old crone. Oh, like that's the garbage truck. 'Cause they can't help it. Their trucks are noisy. Well, I don't know if it's fixed, but it's what it's gonna look like now. That's not super bad. A little on the straight side for hair. Give it more of a wave. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's bring this in a little more. Well, as I suspected, one bowl of cereal for breakfast is probably not enough. So it looks like on break I'm going to be getting myself a snack. Hungry. Hello? Oh. Oh, geez. Oh, no, a drop train is fine. I think it's just my music source is being silly. Okay, well, I guess it can be silly if it wants. We've encountered a network issue. Please check your connection and try again. No. Well, all right, let's try. Um, you know what? Let's just. Oh my gosh, I can type. Yeah. Um, these are all gonna be super wild choices here, I'm sure. Let's just try this. Ooh, coffee. I forgot I had coffee. Ugh. I cracked my neck. Okay, alright. Let's see. Ryan Ad, we can do this. Come on, Ryan Ad. That's the pencil, not the ink. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright. I wish I knew what Adele looked like. I think she had short hair. I'm just gonna draw a person and then I'll have to probably go back in and change it later. I don't know why I was thinking she has very like I don't know, almost like Amy from Sailor Moon hair. It's like the vibe I'm getting. Maybe it's just my wishful thinking that like, Sailor Mercury and Sailor Jupiter end up together. Maybe that's what I'm maybe this is just wish fulfillment. I don't know why I'm getting like such strong lab coat vibes. But I think I might do a lab coat. Do lab coats have short sleeves or long sleeves? Oh my god, why do I'm not bringing an image to mind. Um, looking up what lab coats look like really fast. Hang on. Just give me a moment. Lab coat. No, they're long sleeves. Okay, all right. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe maybe I was thinking she like I've seen doctors with rolled up lab coat sleeves, I feel like. That might just be an anime thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think I just might be putting her in a sailor skirt and a lab coat. Because I don't know what she wears. I'm like, oh well, it's Amy from Sailor Moon, but not exactly Amy from Sailor Moon. So it's Amy with a lab coat. I think that is the exact path my brain went. I am very happy to change it because I know I'm just sort of making stuff up now. This is my own stream. I can curse. I'm making shit up now. Why am I editing myself? Of course, I decided to draw the hardest skirt to draw in this position, but whatever. But I'll get it. I'll figure it out. Or I'll figure out a way to hide it. One or the other. Here, I'll give her like little bike shorts. There we go. Because I know I would not wear this without some type of coverage underneath. I mean, you can, but like, I don't know. Probably part of it is I live in a very windy area, so like the wind will always mess up your outfit where I live. I'm gonna put her in sock feet because I feel like she would be nice enough to like not put her boots or whatever shoes she wears on somebody else's couch. So she's probably slipped them off underneath the little like coffee table thing here. And I'm basing that entirely on nothing. On I don't know. I think I'm basing that on what I think Amy might do. I should rewatch this Sailor Moon. It's been a minute. All right, where are we at now? The biggest girl with the smallest girl. A plus. Fingers got the theory away from me. All right, let's do this. Okay, that's slightly better, sort of. Maybe a little bit. You know, it just occurred to me. Okay, this is not Tom Cardy as an elf because I feel like Tom Cardy as an elf would absolutely just be straight up a bard. Um, and should be like in a lounge somewhere. But this is somebody who dresses like Tom Cardy. An elf who dresses like Tom Cardy. There we go. Alternatively, this is Tom Cardy as an elf, and he and his identical elf twin decided to switch jobs just to like mess with his boss. That could also be a valid interpretation of what's happening here. So, you know, random lore to add into the Queen's Rogues encyclopedia, I guess. But that's not a good line. There we go. That's better. Oh, there goes the garbage truck. Goodbye, garbage truck. They made their loop. As you can tell, I'm a big fan. Well, okay. I'm also a very big fan of just pointed ears in general, but I'm like a big fan of like different types of pointy ears. Like, I feel like there should be, if your ears are pointed, I feel like there should be like a huge, like, variation in the kind of like pointy ear attribute. Because, like, there's a lot of different variations in rounded ears, like human ears, like both size and shape, and kind of like, I mean, they're all approximately placed on the head on the same way, but like with the way that outer shell and then the lobe is formed is all very different and unique. And so I'm like, well, if ear be pointy, ear should also be unique. So anyway, he has very tall, pointy ears, as opposed to Roz, who has very long, straight out horizontal ears. And then like I even have the bartender where she's got like little like Spock Vulcan ears, mostly because I think, having not really done her backstory or anything, I think she's probably half elf or yeah, like mixed parentage. For reasons that maybe I'll even go into later. I have no idea. I don't know what these reasons are. I would have to do exploratory writing for that. I think the original idea was I was going to give this elf a mullet, which then made me make the Tom Hardy joke. Um, but then I just sort of gave him like fluffier hair, so I don't know. I'm starting to like this elf. So the collar a little better. Cool. It's break time. Okay. Well, I did say I was gonna get myself a little snack, so alright, cool. We're gonna take 5 to 10. Um Everybody get up, stretch, check out your hands, pop your neck, pop your back, get some water, go to the bathroom. Where's my intermission screen? There it is. Alright, we're going to intermission. I will see you in 5 to 10. Bye! Yo. Okay, I'm back. Let's back in it. I got a snacky for myself. Yo. Okay. Oh, I need my glove. Glubby. Okay. Oh, ow. Ram my knee directly into the desk. I'm okay. Okay. No, I want to. No, show my. What? Oh, come on. My network issue. Hooray. Which is weird because my OBS is running okay. Which is wild to me. What if we just skip? Okay. Yeah, maybe investing in that 50-foot cable is not a bad idea. We'll just string it through the house, huh? How about that, kitty? We'll just have to weave it, like, all the way from the living room, through the dining room, in the hallway, past the bathroom, all the way into here, huh? Yeah. We'll just have to do that, huh? Won't we? It'll be awkward, but we can do it. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're looking at me with your cute little baby face. Baby, I need to draw. I'm gonna draw. I'm sorry. I love you so much. Why is your back wet? Oh, did I? I dripped water on you, didn't I? I'm sorry, baby. Baby man. Nah, they yeah. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what this food is, but I think I decided I was gonna like, ooh, what if it has mint leaves in it? I'm like, okay, I don't even know what they're serving. Some type of porridge, a fruity porridge that maybe mint would go with. I don't know. Maybe it's an acquired taste for like someone else. I'll draw some like berries and stuff in there too. There we go. Maybe someday. No, Eris, just stop. I was literally about to say like maybe someday I'll make a cookbook. And I'm like, get your comic done first. Just get your comic done first. You can worry about all the fun stuff later. Not that the comic isn't fun, but I would, if given the opportunity, I could absolutely spend my entire life making like apocrypha for the comic and then never actually finishing the comic. Be like, everything we know about Queen's Rose. What about the story? She never wrote the story. She was too busy drawing a cookbook and then a sketchbook. And then she was designing architecture. And then she did like the palace layout. And then she designed the entire like government system. And she never wrote the comic. Couldn't be me. especially because he has like no sleeves. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? Oh yeah, okay. Let's draw something food-like in here. I'm like determined to make some of these cherries, I think. I think that's what's happening here. And then, I don't know. Breakfasty foods. What is this line? Okay, because this is the plate. What was I thinking of drawing? Oh, maybe like a little cup of something. Okay. That looks vaguely like food. I'm okay with that. Change how the... What? That's the spray bottle, not the eraser. Change how this cushion looks, because it should be dipping just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit like that. Okay. And I think I could do more details on my Amy character, but I also think that I'd probably have to change most of it later, so I'm not. Oh, what about her boots? Okay, she just has like little ankle booties. Okay. So, yeah, she's got like tights or leggings or stockings or something. Oh, that's not the eraser. Let's do that. Give her more of a cap. Do that again up here. No. There we go. I guess at some point I need to like commit and actually draw her little like shorts. So, all right, if I'm sitting down, I had shorts so they came up to like here. Honestly, it would kind of ride up, wouldn't it? And then there's her like thigh belt. Okay, let's stop messing with Ryan ad for now. Maybe put some stuff here. How to draw? How draw? Eris, how draw? None of that looks right. I was trying to draw newspaper, but I also wanted it to be look like a little bit like crumpled up, like it's been read already. Or maybe. And by newspaper, I mean like a broadsheet. Because I honestly think that's how most of their newspapers still operate. In like folded broadsheets. As opposed to like multiple sheets of paper. Sort of freehand something. There, that looks like a newspaper. Sort of. Look. Fantasy copy. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but there's like a animal or something on it. I think I originally was actually here. That makes it look more rat-like. I don't know why rats are the theme of this tavern. If you're running a bar, like a public house kind of tavern, got, you know, partially bar, partially almost like inn, like with rooms for let. Um you probably don't want rats as like your main. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the rat bar. Oh, the bar with all the rats? Be like, no, that's a different bar. The rats, the bar whose theme is rats. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a very good bar. It just has to be a bar. I keep saying bar too. It is really much closer to like an inn, but like, you know, a D&D style tavern inn where like the main room is mostly, you get food, you get your breakfast and your lunch, and then at dinner time there'll probably be a drunken brawl and you can pick up a quest. Okay. Well, we got some little knick-knacky doodads here and there. Not bad. Um, let's. Hmm. Kind of trucking right on through, aren't we? Let's go ahead and finish up this elf waiter, and that way we can have like most of this section done, and then maybe we can go up to the card table. No, let's cut that one out. Okay. I'm not sure what's happening here. All right, let's actually give him. Let's see. His head circles around like that. Okay, so that's honestly, these guys probably need a. Okay, but his hair is fluffy. Actually, let's get rid of this because it almost blends into his eyebrow too. Let's just do that. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. For the longest time, I used to draw people with like really misshapen flat heads. I just didn't quite get the, I don't, it's not the hairline, because the hairline is, kind of like right by the forehead, basically. It defines the forehead. Um, but yeah, I just like, I draw the face and I just start drawing the hair without any consideration of like the skull underneath. Yeah, I did that a lot. I still do it. Like, I have to like catch myself, be like, okay, no, draw the skull first, because like you've cut off half of the bone here. What's weirdly helped me a lot, honestly, was drawing non-human characters, where I specifically experimented with different like head shapes and stuff. Um, and man, like that helped a lot somehow, like unlock, I don't know, that portion of my brain that went, oh, I gotta think about this kind of thing. Like, I just want to say, I'm really proud of my Minotaur dude. Furbolg, maybe. I don't know. He's definitely a little cow person. I had to look up what the hooves look like to give him little hooves. But oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do like cow spots. Because I think it's I think it's just so funny. He's like a Minotaur cow man, and he's wearing a cow print like vest. It might literally be actually cow pelt. I'm not sure. But hey, maybe culturally, that's like not a thing that bothers them. I don't know. Once again, more information for the Queen's Rogues Encyclopedia that I will procrastinate making the actual freaking comic with. Alright. Okay. Should I give him a belly button ring? Or should I do think I have kind of firmly decided his his shirt is rucked up, so like his belly is showing. I think that's just what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on with this waiter. I love him, but I also have a feeling that he is kind of a mess. Let's just let's just do regular belly button. He's wearing drawstring pants because, those were that's totally a thing. Uh-huh, sure. Maybe it is an elven culture, I don't know. Actually, maybe it is a thing in elven culture. I'm just yeah, why not? I mean, this is D&D, style, but obviously I'm not taking any of like the pre-existing established um like lore. I'm just sort of taking the setting and making it my own. Elves can do whatever I want. They're a powerful species that loves comfort. But not like hobbit levels of comfort. Like lazy comfort. I guess, speaking of hobbits. Well, no, I got a gnome here and I got like a little goblin. So okay, I was just thinking like, oh, I should do some more like um sort of like racial dimorphism. Different body types for those that don't speak anthropology speak, I guess. Here. He's got something in his pockets. Yeah, maybe he's already collected a couple tips or something. Who knows? Maybe the belly button was really working for somebody. Also, yeah, I do think I drew those shorts kind of like on the baggier side, but that's okay. Maybe that. I mean, that's just the style. He is wearing floppy booties. I like that. Yeah, do that. And I think I decided that these aren't wraps, but these are just straight up striped socks. That's the spray can again. I want his shin to be quite so extremely out there. Mm. That, yeah, I would. Okay. Wonder if I need to. Yeah, I think that's gonna look better. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, I think I got Waiter Dude done. Went through a couple different iterations, but we got him. Got kind of skinny leg, but that's okay. A lot of dudes do. And he's an elf, so he's supposed to be wayfish. Okay. All right. We got wall knickknacks, we got lighting, and then we've got this table and that table, and of course, our two main characters in the foreground that I barely touched. So, I'm gonna work on the card table. Mostly because I think I have an idea for this guy. That line will probably honestly come back, but remember his skull, draw his skull, there we go. Or some scruff. And then I think probably honestly, tattoos or something. And I guess I'm drawing him so much bigger. Yeah, my original idea for this guy is that he's probably like a giant or kind of something like that. Like he and bigger in general. Mostly because I think it'd be really funny if there's a giant hanging out with two incredibly short people. And he's like, they're my friends. I have to protect them. They're so small. And then in turn, they protect him because he's like, I don't know. I'm not going to say soft boy, but I think he probably has a really big heart. And therefore, like, bad things happening to small children, like, really upsets him. And so they're like, okay, it's going to be okay. We'll just kill him. We'll just kill the person who did it. Yeah. And then we'll adopt the kid. Once again, going into the Queen's Rogues Encyclopedia. Okay. What would this guy wear? Especially because he is big. Oh yeah. Well, we've committed gigantic man boobies. What this guy? The only thing my brain is telling me is that, well, if he's playing strip poker, he probably loses the first couple hands just on purpose. Maybe he's like an Armstrong type. Like, you don't understand. Part of my fighting ability is showing off my glistening muscles. We're just gonna kind of quietly leave him like that until we get a better idea. Maybe he's not wearing a shirt. Maybe he's just not wearing a shirt. That's a possibility. He might not just not be wearing a shirt. Okay, alright, hello. I'm already like in love with this man. I want the stories of this guy. We've been rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Uh I guess I should say okay, we're still rewatching it. We had tried watching it before, and it's good. It's good. Like there's no like the try thing in there was because we got out of it because of like life stuff, not because of Full Metal Alchemist stuff. Um and so we're trying again. We had both seen uh all of the first iteration, the first anime, basically Full Metal, just not Brotherhood. And I had forgotten how much I really like Izumi and Sig. And rewatching it now, like, especially because, like, the first time I saw Full Metal, I was a teenager. And so now, like, rewatching it as an adult, I'm just like, oh, they had a lasting impression on me, did like, they rewrote my love map. I'm like, okay, this is where my idea of the perfect couple came from, huh, isn't it? Like, gigantic, stoic, scarily large man, and his, like, much, like, actually scarier wife. Like, who are you, lady? I'm a housewife. Proceeds to murder 7 people. And then he just, like, picks her up, and she's like, I got your flower. It's fine. Let's take you home. Kind of weird how that did weirdly prescient. A housewife with chronic health issues who's also kind of scary and very capable. marrying just a gigantic bear man who is absolutely adores his wife. Weird how that worked out. I think I just decided that he's has more chips than anybody else. And I'm like really zooming in here. About 50%. This is probably the most amount of detail that will even show, actually. If I zoom in anymore, it's just gonna get real blurry when I zoom out again. He also has a mug. Oh, moved it over way too far. Okay. Okay, his hands look a little weird, but also at the same time I'm zoomed in super like a bunch, so it'll be fine. But that's the eraser still. Up this. Just makes me laugh. More furniture design. Woo! So many furniture designs. Oh, you can do this. No, I feel like it actually does need to be longer. Okay, it's a little better. its feet, but okay. Boxes, so many boxes. Wow, that's the eraser to go. Bet. That's better. What? Got the boots, got the robe, got the hand. Maybe a little bit of hair. Got some type of interesting looking bottle. Sure, why not? Free. Oh, excuse me. Whoa, that's not the eraser. That's the eraser. Yeah. I think that's sort of right. I don't know. I feel like this chair got a little away from me. Also, make sure this person is perched more flat against the back. Hey, kitty cat man. Mm. Okay. Who is this person? It's just gonna be noisy. Alright. Let's just do that for now. um little goblin creature. Still not exactly thrilled with the okay, whatever. Cheers. Cookie. I got this guy's feet to finish, and then of course this like bard person. That's a little better. Not really sure what's happening with his hat here, but you know, it's a hat. Okay. Hey, kitty cat. Not there yet, but getting there. What's happening with this door frame? It's a great question. A little better. I mean, there's still stuff I gotta do, obviously. His leg for one, their legs, and then the background stuff, and then something here, lights, this entire table, quill and rods, and then this fluffy haired person. Oh, and then Amy and Ryan ad. I know it's not Amy. Oop, too far back. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, I know that there's probably another little light source thing there. Okay. All right. Sometimes you just need to go back and look at how much you've accomplished. Oh gosh, my fingers are cramping. Okay, just a little bit more. Let's work on maybe getting this bookshelf in. Oh, it's noon. Okay. Well, man, I think I did a lot. I mean, there's still some left to go, but I have been adding in so many details. Uh, yeah, it's it's coming together. Man, this is such a complicated page for like honestly not that much dialogue. That's okay. That's kind of what complicated pages are for. Like if, a dialogue light moment, you just do your scenery and description all through art. So, anyway, all right. Well, I really appreciate everyone coming to hang out with me. Thank you, Swag, uh, for joining in for a minute and for lurking. Um, I probably honestly will not be on this weekend. Not that I've done a bonus stream yet. Life seems to keep getting in the way. Someday it's gonna happen. But yeah, no, this weekend's busy, so probably not this weekend. So I will see everyone this Tuesday at 9 in the morning like normal, and hopefully we will be moving on to like page 14 and 15 by then, because that means that I've had finished this one. So yeah, everyone have a good week. Everyone stay hydrated, stay warm or cool depending on the needs of your weather, and yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.